All right, y'all. So ESPN dropped their top 100 players in the NBA list that they drop every single year. So we are about to sit here and react to it. Now, let me tell you, we are doing all 100 players. It's not about to be none of that. Oh, I'm only gonna do 50 through one or 25 through one. No, no, no. We're doing all 100 players. I want to react to all of them. Now, there are some things that'll probably be like in the bottom 50 where it's like, okay, I don't really care. It's more nuanced stuff. But when we get to that top 50, top 25, that's when I'm gonna start screaming and being pissed off because ESPN, they always piss me off with these lists in somehow, some way, some shape, or some form. So I want y'all to sit back, relax, get what you need to get to relax, get what you need to get to chill, so we can do this reaction right here, bro. And without further ado, let's get into it. Already, I'm seeing OG Anunoby and Jaren Jackson. Who's ranked higher? I don't know, but we are about to see. Yeah. Okay, Anthony Simons of the Portland Trailblazers. He goes back 15 spots. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries and stuff like that, and the Trailblazers suck, so I'm not mad at it. Chris Paul being above Anthony Simons is interesting because, I mean, I don't think Chris Paul is better than Anthony Simons. I mean, he's on the court. Even then, he's not. I don't know if he's on the court like significantly more. He's probably healthier, but he's not like significantly. He might not even be healthier. I don't know, bro. I'm not sure that Chris Paul is better than Anthony Simons. Impact wise, he's probably better. But if we're talking just like, I don't know. Maybe I take scoring as too big of a role. Maybe I'm not understanding, like maybe I'm not taking into factor as much of the IQ stuff with Chris Paul, but I think Chris Paul is not better than Anthony Simons right now in his career. That's just me. Mike Conley, okay, I think he's better than Chris Paul, but I'm not so sure he's better than Anthony Simons. We'll see. Herb Jones, I like that you're at least ranked, you know what I'm saying? To me, you're the best perimeter defender in ball. I think he should probably rank a little higher here than this because, like, who's in front of him? Yeah, Al Horford, come on now. I think Herbert Jones is better than Al Horford. Let's be so serious right now, but whatever. At least he's ranked. Al Horford's ranked, okay. Jalen Suggs isn't better than Herb. Jalen Suggs is probably a little bit better than Herb Jones. I was thinking about pure defense, whereas, like, I don't know though, because this is different. Because now this is based off last year, right? So I get that, but I'm just saying now he's going into that full-time point guard role, and we're gonna see if that's something that he can really do at the NBA level. So I don't know if he'll be this high. He could even be higher if he plays that role well. But okay, I mean, okay. Keegan Murray, I like Keegan Murray being up here. Keegan Murray is definitely a top 100 player in the NBA, in my opinion. He's better than Brook Lopez for sure. Jabari Smith Jr., I like him being up here. If you look at the numbers, you're thinking, oh, this guy was what, the number 2 pick? He's not, or number 3 pick? He's not that good, blah, 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 blah. Jabari Smith Jr. is actually a really good player. Like a very, very, very good player. He could really have a breakout season this year. Now, there's a lot of mouths to feed in Houston, which is a part of the reason why his numbers aren't as good as you might want. But, bro, I think he's actually really, really good. He's a really solid impact player. He's one of those guys that, like, contenders look for. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of those type of pieces where I think his impact is really, really good. I think he's going to have a really good season this year, and I hope he does. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. I'm mad at this because, I'm not necessarily mad at this. It's just, bro, the fall off from 54 to 90 and probably coming off that, last year they were ranking coming off that 2022 championship, right? That's why he was so much higher. That was off that All-Star year. But, bro, last year he just looked bad, bro. He just looked bad. I don't know. No, wait, that wasn't coming off the championship year. No, yes, it was. They won the championship in 21-22. So, yes, it was. Okay. But, I don't know, bro. I just don't think. I hate to see that fall off for him. I don't know what he's got going on. If it's mental health stuff like that, I'm praying for him. If it is that, no matter what. I like seeing Andrew Wiggins be an all-star starter. I like seeing Andrew Wiggins be good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? And now just seeing him like this, where he's probably going to be coming off the bench, at least sometimes, is insane. Michael Porter Jr., I like the fall off. I do like the fall off because he's not healthy enough. He did not perform well in the playoffs. He's not performing up to what that contract is. Like, could you imagine being a $150 million player and you're at 89th ranked player in the league by ESPN? Like, that's insane. Isaiah Hartenstein, I like that he's getting respect. I like that he's up here. Big fan. Naz Reid, I like that he's getting respect. Is Jaime Jaquez better than both of those guys? He might be. Lou Dort, we know what the two-way deal is. I mean, we know what the two-way potential is with this guy. Like, he's one of the best defenders in ball. So we know that. CJ McCollum fall off by 40 spots is so crazy. I feel like randomly, now that I'm seeing CJ McCollum, I feel like I just had a dream last night where I saw him do something absolutely idiotic in a basketball game. And does that mean I'm too obsessed with basketball? Because why am I dreaming about CJ McCollum of all people? And it was just him hooping too. Like, what? I don't know. I have no idea. That's weird though. Marcus Smart, he was super injured. Yeah, like he was. They even mentioned he was super injured last season. He literally did not. He only played 20 games last year. Yeah, like it was just a bad injured season for him. I think the Grizzlies are gonna have a really good year this year, and I think you'll see Marcus Smart shoot up here. Mitchell Robinson, we know it's all like with him too. It's always injuries. It's always health. He's a really good player, and I think his role on the Knicks this year when he comes back will be extremely pivotal to how good the Knicks can actually be. I just watched Miles Turner get hooped on by Zach Edey in the preseason, so that was wild. Jeremy Grant fall off, yeah. Yeah, Fred VanVleet, I don't know that he's really fallen off. I just think that 56 was probably too high for him. I think that's probably what it was. I don't think that he's really fallen off. It's more like he went to a team where last year he wasn't asked to be like a primary scorer, which is why his lowest scoring average in 4 years and everything like that. But he was passing the ball more. He was getting those young guys involved. He was being a leader. He was showing them what a champion is. And that's a big thing. Brandon Pajimski. This is going to be a big year for him. I like him being up here. This is a super big year for him. I love Jaden McDaniels being up here. I like Tyler Hero being... I was about to say, I kind of think he should be a little higher, but he's not. He's just always so injured. Yeah, availability matters. He was so injured last year. He's never played more than 70 games in a year. Why did that just come? Okay, whatever. Dante DiVincenzo, I like him getting the respect. Now, do I think he's better than Tyler Hero? No. But did he have a better season than Tyler Hero? Yes. DiVincenzo had a great season. I love that villain era that he's in right now with Minnesota where he's just pissed. I love that. I do think he should still be in New York. I think he really loved it there, and I do think he feels like backstabbed a little bit, but I love the little villain era that he's in. Zach LaVine falling off by 40 spots is tough. Now, he was super injured last year, and he dropped a 50 ball last year before he got injured, but like that was a 50 ball and a loss to the Pistons, who were the worst team in ball last year. That just shows that that's one of the lowest impact 50 balls you'll ever see. This is too low. This is too low. Okay, so they're not just okay. They're saying based on the beginning half of the season, everything like that, that's why he's so low. Yeah, because I was about to say he that second half of the season for him was phenomenal. Him and Donovan Mitchell were huge bright spots for the Cavs last year. Like that was no, no. This is Laker bias. This is Laker bias, bro. We have to be serious right now. We have to be serious. This is Laker bias. Austin Reeves is not better than Jared Allen, Zach LaVine, Tyler Hero. No, he's not. Even Dante DiVincenzo, I'm not so sure he's better than him. I don't think he is better than him. This is the fall off by 30 spots is crazy. I'm sorry. I don't think Klay Thompson is better than Jared Allen, better than Zach LaVine, better than Tyler Hero. I don't think that. That man just went. He picked off right where he left off from last season, where he picked he went 0 for 9 this year in the preseason game with the Mavs, the first preseason game. He goes 0 for 9, 0 for 6 from 3 in the play-in. Guess what he was? 0 for 10, 0 for 6 from 3. Like, bro, we gotta stop doing this. Also, very random, but this is a video I'm uploading as I'm recording it, like Thursday, so it's going to be uploaded on the same day. This is usually the day I do my NFL picks, so I'm saying in this so y'all don't think I'm cheating or anything like that. My pick for the Thursday night football game, it is the Saints, okay? Okay. Bradley Beal for the Phoenix Suns. The fall off is so sad. My St. Louis brother, man, I hope you have a great season. Really, I do. Because the fall off is so sad. Jalen Green, okay. Okay, I think it was really that. There was I want to say it was like February, March, where Jalen Green was doing nothing but absolutely hooping. It was in that period where, like, it was between the Rockets and the Warriors for that last play-in spot before, like, the last week of the season when Steph Curry played the Rockets, and after that, he just shut them up for the rest of the year. Brandon Miller is a guy that I think could have a really, really, really phenomenal season. Like, most improved player type season. Like, I think, well, I mean, he was a third overall pick, so I don't know that I like that. I really don't like them to give it to guys like that. But, like, I think Brandon Miller could have a significant jump this year. Now, he was already averaging 17.5 points, right? But I think he's one of those guys that he cares about the game. He has a passion for the game. You can tell he cares about defense. He's not one of those guys where, oh, he's just on a young team, so he's just going to be over there playing with, like, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be over there bull jiving, not giving a damn. No, he wants to win, bro. Like, it seems like he actually wants to win. If he can, bro, I think he could get to, like, one of those guys where he's really, really hooping this year. Don't be surprised if Brandon Miller comes out averaging 20 and he's just hooping, bro. Hooping. Cade Cunningham, I don't know how he goes up after the season the Pistons had last year. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming the historic losing streak on him. I'm not blaming the Pistons being terrible on him. I'm just saying I don't see how you see the season that the team had last year and you move him up. Now, granted, he was injured the year before, so maybe that's what it is. But I just don't know how you can move him up. This is – no. No. Bro, no. We cannot do this. We're saying, oh, maybe he's one of those most impactful players. Well, his impact is also felt when he's getting suspended for half the damn season. I just killed a gnat. Oh, I didn't kill it. Damn. Well, his impact is also felt when he's you got Steph Curry out here crying because he's getting ejected 2 minutes into a game with the Magic. That's a pivotal game. That's impact too. That impacts his team in a negative way just as much as his playmaking and his IQ on the court impacts it in a positive way. No, he's not this high. No. This is bias, bro. This is like reminiscing. Like, this is what this is. Like, this is not true. I like Malik Monk being up here. I don't see how he's so much higher than Naz Reid. I don't see how he's that much higher. Like, he's like 30 spots higher than Naz Reid. That's insane. But yeah, I think he's really good. Emmanuel Quickly, I like you getting that respect. I think you could have a really good season this year. Chris Middleton fall off is yeah. KCP's high. KCP's up here, bro. Do I think he's a better hooper than Cade, than Brandon Miller, than Jalen Green? Maybe Jalen Green, but like, I think his impact is really important. But if we're talking about just pure hoops, I'm not taking him over those guys. Same with Josh Hart. Heart, hustle, all of that. Impact, of course, he's one of those guys that you want on your championship team if you want to win. But pure hoops, I don't know. I like Desmond Bane getting some respect. He only moves up one spot from last year, but I think he had a really, really good season last year, and I think he'll have a really, really good season this year. Now, his numbers might not be the same because you're going to have John Morant coming back. You're going to have Zach Edey taking up some minutes. You're going to have Jaren Jackson still on the team, right? So you're going to have guys that are going to be around you where, like, they're going to get theirs too. But Desmond Bane is going to be the number 2 offensive option for this team. The only problem is their number 1 is back, so his numbers probably won't look as great. But yeah, I like Alex Caruso being up here. I like him being ahead of Isaiah Hartenstein. I like him being ahead of Lou Dort, who are his new teammates. I like Alex Caruso being up here. I don't see how he was not ranked last year. I don't see that. That's insane. Kobe White respect. Good job, ESPN. I like the Kobe White respect. I like the Darius Garland fall off. Derek Lively being up here. Now, this might be a little high. I don't know if he's better than Kobe White, but like, Derek Lively had a phenomenal season. Now, I'm interested to see where they put Daniel Gafford on this list. If they have him at 56, I'm interested to see if Daniel Gafford's on this list somewhere because that's really interesting. But, yeah, Derek Lively, yeah, had a great season last year. Jaren Jackson, good basketball player. I'm not mad at it. Alperen Sengun, he's getting the respect he deserves. Not ranked last year was crazy. He had a good season last year. I'm not a huge fan of his to where, like, some people think, oh, he has super high potential. I don't really think that, but he is definitely one of the top 100 players in the league, 100,000%. I think he's better than RJ Barrett, but I think the Raptors this year, how good or bad they will look hinges a lot on what RJ Barrett can do, like a lot. If RJ Barrett can have a really good season, the Raptors won't be bottom 4 in the league. I think RJ Barrett can really do some things for the Raptors now. Will it be good for them to not be bottom 4 in the league? I'm not sure, but I think RJ Barrett could have a really good year this year. Franz Wagner, I'm not sure that I could keep him this high when his three-point ball fell off so much last year. Like, he couldn't shoot it all last year. It completely fell off a cliff, so I'm not sure that I can keep him at the exact same ranking, but I do think he's on this list, and I think the ranking's not terrible. OG Anunoby deserves to move up. Now, the injuries with him aren't great, but, dude, when he's on the court for the Knicks, they don't lose games. Like, you can go look that up. Even the numbers back that up. When he's on the court with the Knicks, they don't lose games. The defense is phenomenal. He's one of those guys that he can shoot from the corner. He's not going to be providing for himself a whole ton, but what he provides on defense makes up for all of that. Okay, so that was 100 through 51. Now we go to 50 to 11. Let's see. Yeah, start the list. LaMelo Ball. He would be higher if it wasn't for injuries, I think. 58 games in the combined past 2 seasons. I think him and Brandon Miller, if they have really good years for the Hornets this year, the Hornets could be like a sneaky, 10-11 seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think that's possible. Aaron Gordon, it's impact. It's not so much the pure hoops, but it's impact. Julius Randle would probably be a little bit higher if he wasn't so injured last year and if the Knicks didn't have so much success without him being on the court. Evan Mobley moving back, I like that, but I think Evan Mobley is one of those guys where I'm very intrigued to see come start of the season if he will be able to, you know what I'm saying, if he'll be able to have a really, really phenomenal breakout year. Speaking of, I'm about to purchase NBA League Pass today because I got paid the other day. I'm about to purchase that. So, yeah, let me get that real quick. Let me put that down in my notes, actually, because I need to buy NBA League Pass before I forget. Writing that down right now. All right, I don't know how long we've been recording. I'll say probably 15, 20 minutes. Kristaps Porzingis, I like this. He had a good year for the Celtics. Now, he's going to be missing a lot of the beginning of the season, but we know what the impact is. Now, the thing with the Celtics this year, while I do have them favored to win the championship, I think Porzingis is going to have to be healthier. Because the league just simply, I think there are better teams this year than there were last year, and that's saying a lot. And I think they will need him to be healthy in order for them to get that back-to-back ring. They will 100%. I think they will need that. DeMar DeRozan falling back a little bit, but DeMar DeRozan had a good year last year. He was literally doing everything for the Bulls that he could do. It was literally just him and Kobe White basically. Like him, Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu sometimes was really the whole Bulls team last year. So yeah, it was tough. I guess J-Dub, that's not bad. I'm looking at the rank from 50 spots, you know what I'm saying, moving up 51 spots. And I think if people are higher on J-Dub than I am. Like people, I think there are certain people who are higher on him than I am. Now, could that change? I hope you said bless you if you did. Thank you. Could that change this year if he has a really good year again? Yes, obviously it could. I'm just not one of those people that's like, oh, he's going to be an all-star. He's going to be the second. He's going to be a solidified number 2 option on the championship team. Do I think he could be? 100%. But do I think he will be? I'm not so sure. I just don't. I look at his game and I just don't necessarily see that. I just don't. That's just me, though. That's not even hating. It's just what I don't necessarily see. I like that DeJounte Murray, who moved up some spots for sure. When Trae Young was out, DeJounte Murray looked really, really good last year. The only problem was that when him and Trae Young played together, it just didn't work well. Siakam moving down 20 spots? 20? I like Siakam being ranked in the top 50 for sure, but moving down 20 spots is insane. I think Siakam, especially with the full offseason with the Pacers, I think he's going to have a really good year this year. James Harden moving up 2 spots is interesting because I think he was better on the Sixers than he was on the Clippers this year. But we'll see. He's going to have more of one of those like solo roles this year, especially with Kawhi always being hurt. So this is going to be more of a James Harden leading the team. We'll see how washed he really is when that happens. Brandon Ingram falling 13 spots. I mean, I can't be mad at it. He just didn't have a great season. He's one of those guys where like teams don't want him right now. Like the Pelicans cannot find a trade for him. It's just I hate to see that. I'm a Brandon Ingram fan kind of, so I hate to see that. Derek White's not better than Brandon Ingram. Derek White is not better than Pascal Siakam. Impact, sure, maybe. But dude, Derek White's one of those guys where it's like he's really good, but like he's not like one of those guys where he's like the best at something. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really good at what he does, but he's not like the best at something. He's top 5 in what? I don't know, but he's top 5 in something. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those guys. Mikal Bridges, okay. It's just that last year him being the number 1 option offensively didn't look as good as some people thought it could have, and I didn't think it was going to look great, but I think it looked good enough. But I just don't think it looked as great as some people could have, as some people thought it was, and I think that's why he dropped. Trae Young being 37 is too low. Trae Young being 37 is too low. This man was averaging 26 and 11. Like I get that his play may not have translated to winning necessarily last year, but we can't just say that that's a steady thing throughout his career. He took a team to the conference finals. I don't know. I just think Trae Young's getting really disrespected. Now, don't get me wrong. He's probably the worst defensive player in the league, but like he's getting really disrespected recently. Drew Holiday, impact-wise, phenomenal player. I think he's probably like. He's one of those guys where like he automatically makes your team better. No matter what you put him in, no matter what system he's in, he's automatically going to make your team better for sure. I don't see how he was only 63 last year. I was about to get a little upset because he's only 35, but I like this ranking. This is actually not a bad ranking to me at all. 35 for Scottie Barnes feels pretty correct. This isn't a bad ranking at all. Never mind. Rudy Gobert isn't this good. This man is 7'1" and can't make baskets 2 feet from the rim. I'm sorry. His defensive impact is amazing. Please don't get me wrong. But he's not the best defender in ball to me. Overall defense, he's not the best overall defender in ball. Now, rim protector, he might be that. Him or Wemby or AD or Bam, it's between like those 4 guys. He might be the best interior defender in ball. He might be the best rim protector in ball. But, bro, he's not the 34th best player in the league. He's not better than Scottie Barnes. Lauri Markkanen, I like him getting his respect. I really want to see him in the playoffs. Congrats on getting that contract. Chet Holmgren's not. He's only 1 spot in front of Lauri Markkanen and 2 spots or 3 spots in front of Scottie Barnes, so I'm not going to hate. But I do want to see more from Chet Holmgren. I do. I think he had a really good year last year, but I want to see more from Chet Holmgren before I'm ready to put him necessarily right here. Jamal Murray falling off was valid. Jamal Murray definitely falling off was valid. He had a good season last year, but it wasn't look like. It was just like in the playoffs, he wasn't what Jamal Murray wish he wanted him to be. He just hadn't looked great. The 3-point ball wasn't falling necessarily. He needed more help. I mean, Jokic needed more help, and Jamal Murray wasn't providing the help that you expect him to. And that was really highlighted by the fact that MPJ was also out there basically being a traffic cone. So, yeah. Karl-Anthony Towns at 30. Okay, I'm not mad at this. Domantas Sabonis at 29. I'm not necessarily too mad at this either. I'm interested to see what other bigs they have in front of him, because the only 3 centers I think you can 100% say are better than him are AD, Jokic, and Bam. And you maybe could argue Wemby, but I don't know that I've seen enough from Wemby to say, oh, he's just automatically so much better than Sabonis. And then Bam, you could probably argue Bam too. So I'm interested to see who they've got in front of him and how far ahead of him they've got him, because Sabonis is really good. Is a really good big man. I just think he goes unnoticed. Jimmy Butler, if he wasn't hurt, he would be a little bit higher. But Jimmy Butler, we got to see you in the regular season, man. It's not looking great. Zion Williamson going up, I respect it. His availability was great in that play-in game. He dropped 40, and they would have beat the Lakers. I guarantee that. I'm almost 100% sure they would have beat the Lakers if he doesn't get hurt in that fourth quarter. And obviously, that's been the continuous thing with him is, oh, he's getting hurt in those fourth quarters. Yeah. So I like him moving up 30 spots. This is what caused me to pause, because I am one of those guys that's a huge De'Aaron Fox fan. But I think most people believe that Sabonis is better than De'Aaron Fox. Do I believe that? No, not after last year. I don't. I don't believe that. But like, some people are going to be mad about him being higher than Sabonis. I'm not one of them, but I think that's going to be a point of contention for some people. Kyrie Irving should be higher than this. Paolo Banchero should probably be higher than this. Kyrie Irving should be higher than 25. I think what they're seeing is this finals performance where it was bad, like it was really bad, except for one game where it was just a bad finals performance for him. So I think that's what's got them ranking him kind of low, but I don't know that he's this low. Paolo Banchero, I think, should be higher than this. Like, Paolo Banchero is becoming one of the most disrespected players in the league, like one of the more underrated players in the league. I think in the playoffs last year, he showed people that they should start respecting him, but I still think that there's like, I don't know, like a certain level of disrespect when it comes to Paolo Banchero. Damian Lillard is not better than Kyrie last year. He was not better than Paolo last year. He was not, bro. What? I like the fall off, but he should not be above Paolo and Kyrie after last year. I don't think so. I'm not even 100% sure he should be over De'Aaron Fox. Kawhi Leonard on the injuries. But I actually know, because when he played 72 games last year, he looked like insane. Like, he was in the MVP running for a good, really, really good chunk of the season. So I'm not mad at this at all. I think he maybe should be a little bit higher, but it's just that in the playoffs he's got hurt, and he's hurt right now. So I don't know. Paul George did not have a better season last year than Kawhi Leonard did. Paul George should not be above Kawhi. I'm not sure he should be above Kyrie. I'm not sure he should be above Paolo. Yeah, no, John Morant's too low for me. John Morant, he didn't play a lot last year. He was suspended, and then he got hurt when he came back. So I'm not mad at him being lower. I think it's just like he went up 15 spots. But I think the thing is that I would like him to be higher than maybe Tyrese Maxey. I would like him to be higher than Tyrese Maxey. But, there's been my bio. I would like him to be higher than Tyrese Maxey, but I think it's just because he didn't play enough games last year, and I'm going to say that's what it was, so I'm going to give them some slack here. Like I said, I think he should be above Tyrese Maxey, but I like Tyrese Maxey getting his respect. I like Bam Adebayo being up here. I don't know how he went down. I don't know how he went down 2 spots, but maybe it's just because Wemby probably went up, because if Wemby's not in here yet, I haven't seen Wemby yet, so I'm assuming he's above. They're not going to leave Wemby out of the top 100, obviously, because he's not. He's obviously a top probably 25 player in the league right now. I'm not 100% sure he's that much better than. He might be better, yeah. Wemby's actually a freak. I think with me, the thing is I tend to want to wait to put super young players this high. Because I know Wemby's going to be up here coming up soon. The thing with me is I tend to like to wait to put super young players this high, where some guys like to overvalue the 1 year. And I can't be mad at that with Wemby, because he had such a phenomenal year that I can't really be mad at it. But Bam, I'm not sure how he went down after the year he had last year. I think, if anything, he should have stayed the same, but I think it's probably just because other guys went up, not necessarily that he got worse. Donovan Mitchell, no way he goes down. No way Donovan Mitchell's worse than Tyrese Halliburton. No way. No way that John Morant is 4 spots lower than Tyrese Halliburton. No way Kyrie Irving is 10 spots lower than Tyrese Halliburton. No way. Tyrese Halliburton had a phenomenal season. He's not better than Donovan Mitchell. I'm not sure he's better than John Morant. I'm not sure he's that much better than Kyrie Irving. I think he's probably a little bit higher than Kyrie Irving, but I'm not sure he's that much higher. Devin Booker being up here, okay, I'm not sure how he necessarily went down, but maybe it's just because they didn't love the point guard minutes. Maybe that's what it was. But, okay, I'm not mad at this. Jaylen Brown deserves his respect. I'm glad he got put up until the top 15. Anthony Davis, this is a little low. I think he's probably a top 10 player in the league. I would say Anthony Davis is a top 10 player in the league after last year. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Jalen Brunson, I love you getting your respect. I absolutely love you getting your respect. You're probably top 10 in the league too. We'll see, though. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't think Wemby's better than AD right now. Now, do I think he might be after this season? For sure, he could be. 100,000% he could be. But, do I think he's necessarily that much better than AD right now? No, I think AD should be above Wemby. I would have it be Jokic, Embiid, AD, Wemby. would probably be like, you know what I'm saying? Or Bam Wimby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would probably be it for me. But, dude, 11 is crazy. Not going to lie. Because this isn't projecting. Or is this projecting? Maybe it is. Maybe this is projecting. But I thought it was based on last year coming into this year. So I don't. All right, well, damn. Wimby's at 11. That's kind of high. Let's go to the top 10. They're going to piss me off with this. Okay, Anthony Edwards. Okay. I'm not mad. I want to see where they got guys above him. I'm not mad at this. Anthony Edwards did beat him head to head, but, like, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this either. It's just that he was hurt. Yeah, like I said, injuries. Yep, it was literally injuries because he was on pace to have a phenomenal MVP season if he doesn't get hurt. So I'm not mad at this at all. I think these two should flip. I think Embiid and LeBron should flip. I think Embiid and LeBron should flip. I don't think LeBron is better than Embiid right now. I think, would I rather have LeBron? For sure. But that's not because he's necessarily better. That's just because of who LeBron is, what he brings to the table as a champion, as the GOAT. Like, if I'm building a team, I'd probably rather have LeBron than Embiid. But Embiid is the better player, though. Like if I'm talking pure hoops, I'd probably rather have Embiid. I think Embiid and LeBron should flip here. I do think LeBron and Embiid should flip here. Okay, Steph Curry at 6. So they do have him as the third best point guard. I'm not mad at that at all because I have him as the third best point guard. If you want to put him above Shea, I'm not mad at you for doing that either. But they didn't. I'm not mad at them for doing that. I'm not mad at them for not doing that. I think he's better than Jason Tatum, though. I think he's better than Jason Tatum. I definitely think he's better than Jason Tatum. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I was just trying to think, like, do I really think that? And yeah, I do. These two should flip. Steph and Tatum should flip for sure. Okay, yeah, like, because I think really between Steph and Shea, it's super close. Now, I'm not mad at you having Shea above him because I probably have Shea one spot above him too, but, like, I think Steph should be 5th. If Shea's 4th, then Steph should be 5th. I think Giannis is 2nd. I think Giannis is 2nd or 1st. Luka at 2. I'm not mad at the top 3. I think this is everyone's top 3. I'm not sure that it's in this order. These 3 are the top 3 guys for everybody. At least they should be, just in whatever order you want. Overall, this honestly wasn't a terrible list from ESPN, like, at all. It wasn't a bad list at all. It's just like there are certain things where it's like, they might value other things differently than I do, but I'm not mad at this. So I'm about to record my Week 7 picks for the NFL and everything like that. Y'all will see that video tomorrow. I'm going to get this video published and uploaded for y'all so y'all can watch it while y'all having dinner or whatever. But really, ESPN, I'll give you like a B+ for this list. This isn't a bad list to me at all. I'll give you like a B+. So, you know, you've done worse. All right, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And I'm about to kill this gnat that keeps flying around my room and pissing me off.